You are listening to Cool Truth Podcasting Network. CTPNnow.com. Cool Truth Podcasting Network. CTPNnow.com. What's up? What's up? What's up? Cool Truth Podcasting Network Week in Review number 2. This week we kicked it off with a Cool Truth live show from Spreaker.com. It is myself, Sir Edwards. You can follow me on Twitter at Blading for Truth, and my boy Daddy Cool AC at AC Cooldown on Twitter. Check us out.
I would agree with that, actually.
Not saying that I'm swayed to now vote for him, but I would say that he definitely upped his game for this debate, because he was game for this debate, I felt like.
Yeah. And it appeared to me, too, that maybe somebody told him to, don't interrupt her as much, I saw him mouthing the words instead of, being a total interrupter all night. So,
well,
I think
basically, his interruptions were almost short and sweet. Not true, and just left it alone. Right. And then you could, on the other side, you could tell when he was saying something that she didn't agree with, she got that little devious smile that she loves to portray. She get that smile, and I can tell Hillary doesn't agree with that one. Well, I mean, listen, it is what it is. I guess it'll be settled on November 8th, and sometime in January we're gonna have a new president, and I'm sure there'll be plenty of more mudslung from now to the 8th and probably after, too.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
I don't think the loser's going quietly this time.
Well, let me ask you something. Do you think we could see maybe some, rioting in the streets?
I think there's going to be a lot of emotion that night in this country. I'm not going to go as far as to say riots, because personally, and the reason I say that is I think Hillary's going to win. And generally, when you think of riots, you think of city. And I'm not saying that to be stereotypical. I'm just saying in the city, a lot of people are close together where you can group up easier. Like, in I know in the town I live in right now, to get a large group of people together, you'd almost have to meet somewhere and do it. You know what I mean? But a city, you walk out your front door, and there's thousands and thousands of people right there.
That's a good point,
This week, talking some politics on Cool Truth Live. But up next for you pro wrestling fans, myself and my cohort, DJ Stames, do a show on pro wrestling called Read 'em and Weep. And what we do here, the premise of the show is, instead of watching and being miserable, we read the recaps of what happens on the show. So if you are a fan and you just can't stand the product, but you want to know what's going on, check our show out, Read 'em and Weep.
At DJ Stames.
There you go. That is STAMES. DJ Stames. So, without further ado, let's get into Read 'em and Weep Monday Night Raw. I feel like there should be a sound effect there.
There should.
Here, you do it. Ready? I'll do it again. You can do the sound effect. Ready?
Okay.
Read 'em and Weep Monday Night Raw. Perfect.
That's all I could think of.
Perfect. This week we are live from the Pepsi Center in Denver, Colorado. That's Read 'em and Weep. We're having a little bit of fun there with the WWE. Next up, we had New Surge Live. Joe White with a big announcement from Rockstar Games. He does a lot of gaming on his show, New Surge Live. So check this clip out about the big announcement concerning Red Dead Redemption 2.
Here on New Surge Live lately, and there's one video game that was announced by Rockstar Games today that I definitely want to talk about. And that is Red Dead Redemption 2. has been officially announced. For those of you who have played Red Dead Redemption and Red Dead Revolver, you know this is something special.
New Surge Live. You could follow Joe on Twitter at Wrestling Truck. And up next is another show. Different show, myself and DJ Stames. We are talking on the Ride Home podcast. This is us on the ride home. I don't think people realize they're doing that when they're doing it, because they're blinded by the party. They're blinded by the line of whatever the argument is, that the reason is that they're a Republican or a Democrat,
It's a shame that with the choices that we've been given, that people aren't voting for someone because they like them. They're voting for someone because they hate the other person so much.
So funny.
Yeah.
So funny.
That's just great.
Politics everywhere. That was the Ride Home podcast. Politics. Believe me, sad. So sad. So many politics. It's unbelievable. Truly. Tremendous politics. We will have so many politics. Believe me. So very sad. Did you guys see the trend on Twitter today, or this week? Trump book reports. Ugh. Had me laughing for hours. Fantastic stuff. Truly. So fantastic, believe me. Last show this week for CTPN, Cool Truth Podcasting Network. Kicking it back around to Daddy Cool AC and his boy D Smitty. This is Uncaged.
She's going to have issues with the Russians and the Syrian government and everything else. And I think military personnel know a hell of a lot more than that than regular citizens do. And they're not backing her, and that's very scary.
Right. I don't know. I mean, I listened to a podcast the other day, one of Rogan's.
But
I forgot the guy's name.
Too.
He does. I think he would probably prefer Trump over Hillary just because. So he had this dude. I
Which
wish
is
I remember the
surprising
guy's
because
name.
I've kind of figured him to always be very liberal.
He is pretty liberal, but Hillary's he's a big pothead, and Hillary's come out and said she's gonna try to make harsher laws against marijuana,
Which is
if she gets in.
ridiculous.
It's crazy. It's a plant that makes people happy. And geez, you gotta keep that illegal for sure. But
here's what they should do.
give
All
whatever
the money you
things
spend,
anyway.
all the money you spend on going after weed dealers, you should spend on going after heroin dealers. Please.
Right.
Great episode by those two guys this week on AC and D Smitty Uncaged. Close to 3 hours. That's a lot of bang for your buck. And speaking of buck, how much does it cost to listen to CTPN? Nothing. It's absolutely free. We are on Spreaker, we are on iTunes, we are on SoundCloud, we are on YouTube. For the full episodes, go to ctpnnow.com, go to the listen page, and pull up your favorite device, and download our show. Whichever show that may be, whichever one piques your interest. If they all do, download them all. Give them a listen. And check us out on Facebook. We're at facebook.com/CoolTruthPN. You can follow the network on Twitter at CoolTruthNet. That's all on ctpnnow.com as well. So, again, week 2 in the books at CTPN. Thanks for listening, and we'll talk to you next week.